Like you, I love classic cars. Here's Norm's '56 Ford. He's owned this car for close to 30 years, but it took 10 years of on and off restoration to turn this out. It's hard to believe, but this was a straight axle drag car.
It was a good car to go in a straight line, but for going around corners, it was a little rough, you know. So I wanted a cruiser, and I didn't want to make it a trailer queen, so I built it so that I could drive it.
As this was a drag car, changes had to be made so it could become a driver.
Put a new front end on it. I put a 390 with a C6 tranny and a 9-inch Ford in the back. So it kind of made it kind of bulletproof too. So with the horsepower that I've got in it, it's a lot of fun to drive.
Changes were also made to the interior for comfort.
Well, I got the car, the interior was there already, but I took it all apart. I wanted to paint all the framing of the seats and then put all new strings on the buttons, and there was a couple of areas where it needed to be reupholstered, but I brought it to an upholsterer just to do that, but I assembled everything on it and put all new strings on the buttons, and that took about a month to do. It was quite a job.
One of the things people notice is the tubbed out quarter panels.
I had to put new quarters on it, and most people tub in and they have to cut the frame. Well, the frame that I had was pretty rotted, and it took me 2 years to find a real decent frame. So when I did find it, I didn't want to be cutting the frame in case, you know, someone didn't like the flares and wanted to bring it back to original. They still could. It's been quite a conversational piece since the car's been finished.
As with all cars, there's a story here. Here's how Norm discovered this car.
I was going shopping for some vacuum cleaner bags. Had a detour, and halfway through the detour, this thing popped up. And I had to go around the block and check it out.
Like many, it's memories that make us choose the classic car we end up buying.
Well, my grandfather had a Crown Victoria, and I was about 6 years old, and every time I went to his place, I bugged him so much that he had to let me sit in the car every time. And I'd always been in love with a 55, 56 Fords. They had quite a bit of beautiful styling back then. And it always left an impression in my brain. And when I went shopping for the bags, the vacuum cleaner bags, and I spotted it, the bags, the vacuum bags took second seat in the back.
Norm is a regular at our car shows and cruise nights. That's the story of this 1956 Ford. It's a great car, and it's driven regularly during warmer weather. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for viewing.